Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Thomas. Welcome to Master Chief Collection. I'll be showing you a map review of somebody else's map. This isn't mine. So to start, I'm going to show you guys how to even find people's maps when you go onto, let's say, Forge Hub or any other Forge based website. So we're going to get X for roster, and then go down to your gamertag and find player. And in this case, we're going to look for Shadowcat AZ. Alright, so we found Shadowcat AZ, and then we're going to go to his file share. And then the map that we're going to be looking at is called Hollows. Alright, so here's Hollow. It's going to be on the Skyward. And I've actually already downloaded this, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to the map. And I'm going to load it up for you guys. So I'm going to load it in Forge though, so just for the sake of the fact that this entire review is about people's Forge maps, so we're going to review it on Forge. So I'll go ahead and load up the map for you guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are on the Forge map called Hollows, made by Shadowcat AZ, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. I've already been in it once, so I've kind of seen the ins and outs of it. This is a realistic map, so using blocks and rocks and trees, obviously, and then a few little bits and bobs of other scenery items that are placed within this. The nice thing about this map that I like is that it is entirely scenery based, so the whole thing is based on just natural environment, so rocks, trees, and things like that. This area in particular is my favorite. It's nice and open. Get a nice little step up there, up to a shotgun, which is moderately well hidden, and it's kind of nice that way because that is kind of the collection point for this particular map from what it looks like. And then when we move on down here, again, there's just a few different little narrow areas and passageways and things opening up to another open area here with a weapon in the middle, just being a survivor magnum that cannot pick up any ammo. So, as you know, magnums in this game are incredibly OP, but love them nonetheless. There are a few glitches on this map, as you can see. There's issues with the objects colliding with each other just like that. And in Forge, if you are a forger, you know that that is one of the things that forgers cannot necessarily get away from, but the only way to really combat that is to adjust the amount of blocking, amount of the blocks that are used on the map in order to get away from that. So it's going to happen anyways on some maps. The only way to really avoid it or hide it is with the use of other objects or the removal of certain objects. So as we move down here, it's kind of a nice little tunnel area. We go into one of the team sides here. Now, the only thing I don't like about this is that there is a shotgun right next to where these guys spawn in. So, in my opinion, that's kind of OP, but some people might not necessarily agree, as the other team should also be balanced the same way on this particular map. So, I'm going to move around in it just a little bit, kind of give you guys an idea. It looks like he's placed his camera down here to point up, so it's kind of a nice little natural environment template, or yeah, thumbnail, excuse me, for this particular map. So moving down through the tunnel area and then back up here, we move on to kind of the same area that we were at, and then moving up here, it's there's a step up here as well as just a ramp that moves up around, and then also up here is a sniper rifle. Now I love the placement of the sniper rifle. It's natural in that it's in a high area. You can snipe at least, just a few areas. Maybe it's down this passageway here to the right, or down in the bottom here, where there's a lot of different positions, nice and open for people to run into, for them to get shot by the sniper. The other thing I like about the sniper position is that being that it is so open that it is, being open as much as it is, people who attempt to get the sniper rifle from up here will in fact probably be spotted and most likely killed. So it's not overpowering in that particular area. It's nice and well balanced. And then there's other weapon placements through here that I kind of, at least me personally, don't necessarily agree with. The battle rifle is right next to the sniper rifle, so you can run up here, grab a battle rifle and a sniper rifle, making that quite difficult for whoever grabs those for them to be killed if they do move on. And then there is also the shotgun over here too, so if you'd rather being a little close but nice having a little bit of distance, you can get the battle rifle and then the shotgun almost immediately, including after you get the invisibility there. So the weapon placement and power placement isn't necessarily great, but the overall map design is fantastic. And then one thing I didn't mention, there is a rocket launcher here kind of sitting out in the middle. It is only on one side. It's not centered in any way or anything like that. Not to say that this map is symmetrical in any way, but it does have its disadvantages of being just on the one side like that. You can only access it from two positions. But overall, this map is actually fantastic. I love it. I love the natural aspect of it. It's got trees and bushes sticking out of the rocks, just like how you might see it in maybe even down there on the ring itself. So it kind of clashes with the ring. It flows into each other. If you stand out here and look over the edge, that's kind of where the effect comes from. If it'll load. You look down there, you get clouds, trees, hills, things like that, and then you look up here, and it's very similarly the same effect. So, and there is a little bit of some positions that you can jump up and go around where you probably shouldn't be able to go. And then in that case, obviously you're basically cheating the map, and then you can get up to high areas like this, and even go all the way up to the top, potentially with the sniper rifle or something, and then you can snipe people out that way. So it is a little bit overpowering in that sense. Not to mention the fact that there are objects down here just kind of protruding out. Now, this entire level is based on all the platforms that are above, so this honestly doesn't surprise me that much that objects are protruding down like this, and that's okay, because if you're not going to be down there, then there's no point in making that as aesthetic as possible. It's just a floating world, is if you want to call it that. But again, overall, this map is fantastic. It's got a nice flow to its natural state and natural objects. It's got a nice balance to it. Again, weapon placement is questionable, and the respawn placement is actually quite satisfactory. It's nice and evened out. There's not a lot of problems with that, and it looks like based on the safe boundary here, if you go beyond it, you will be killed. So any points outside of that, obviously you're not going to be able to get up. So that being said, even jumping up here would probably be an issue, because you could still get up on top of this map anyways. But otherwise, that's what I have for this one. Again, I love it. Make sure you check out Shadowcat's other Forge maps and creations that he has on his file share, and keep checking on Forge Hub, and keep checking back here for other maps that I may review. I'm looking to do about maybe one a week, or actually once a day really, but closer to like 3 times a week. So again, keep checking back. If you have any comments, please post them below. Maybe other suggestions. If you want me to review your map, make sure you post them either in Forge Hub or down below as well. And I'll make sure to post some links down below for this particular map so you guys can find it. So thanks for watching.